Hi guys, it's Malak here from the Queen's Alley Beauty School. This video is a podcast that I did with the wonderful Tarek from the UK, so I hope you love it.
Welcome to another episode of Big Lots Live, Tarek's community podcast. And today I'm joined by another special guest. Malak, how are you?
I'm great, Tarek. How are you?
Good.
That's good.
I have a cousin called Malak.
Yes.
So, but you're not my cousin, but you can pretend to be.
Yeah, maybe that. Can I ask how old she is?
Oh, she's 40 or something.
She's 40.
Yeah, I have a feeling she's 40. I'm not sure. I'm not very good with ages, but she's quite a young old woman.
That's not old.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But would you tell me a bit about yourself?
Hi everyone, my name's Malak. I am 39 years old, so I'm old. I'm 40 this year in December. I'm a professional makeup artist here in the UAE, and I live in Abu Dhabi with a turtle. Turtle has been in our family since she was this small, and now she's about this big. So she's 15 years old. So, yeah.
So you have a turtle?
I do.
You have a turtle? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued. Where did you get that turtle from? Because not many people get it in England.
I feel like here you can buy any animal that you want. It's a thing here. Like some people have tigers, everything, giraffes. It's quite normal.
Yeah, because a lot of people buy dogs in the UK, not turtles.
Yeah, that's very Western. The Arabs are a bit different.
Yeah, I come from Lebanon, and the reason why I moved here is because they don't like disabled people in Beirut, and I was not allowed in school, so I moved here when I was 5, and I was going to be thrown into an institute because I was not allowed in school or nothing. But here now in the UK, I get a great opportunity to interview people, and I've had a good life.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. That's really sad, but you are where you were meant to be, I suppose.
Yeah. So you told me a bit about yourself. So you said you do makeup. You'll be great for my manager. He's been annoying me. So you can put makeup on him.
On him?
So, yeah, he annoys me sometimes. I'm joking.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm very intrigued to know a bit about your mental health thing, because I have obviously a mental health problem. I have a lot of depression. I'm very intrigued to know a bit about your mental health program you're planning to set up.
Oh, okay. So we're diving right in. So I got divorced 4 years ago. And back then I was quite a closed off person, and I didn't like to cry and share my feelings to anyone. So one day I was parked at the beach, and I was like ready to explode. Like I had to get it all out, or I don't know what was going to happen. So I grabbed my phone, and on the iPhones, they have that recording app. You just push record and you can start speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just, for some reason, I grabbed my phone, I hit record, and I just started speaking into this app. And it just all came out. And when I had nothing left to say, I looked at the time, and it was 1 hour later. And I instantly realized that I felt peace inside, and I hadn't felt that for, you know, a very long time. So I thought, okay, I'm going to keep doing this every time I start to feel like my feelings are going to explode. So I did that, and then I thought, oh my gosh, I'm like literally getting myself through my days, through healing myself by just venting, basically. So I thought, right, I'm going to create a listening therapy app where the same concept as the Apple, you know, recording app, but a lot more user friendly and more beautiful, because I like beautiful things. So I went on to freelancer.com and I wrote what I was going through a divorce and what I wanted this app to be like and look like. And this Indian man, he just told me, he replied and told me exactly what I wanted. And so I hired him, and he's like, you know, while I'm working on it, you've got to think of a name. And I was like, what about Angel? And all these names. And I was like, okay, give me a day. So the next day I went through all of these names, and then I was like, Asimia, you know, one of the 99 names of Allah, like, for it means the all hearing, because that is like, you know, this app was listening to me. And as a Muslim, you know, having something tangible that was like a link between me and Allah made it, you know, like I could see that Allah was listening through this app. So that's how the name came about. And then I tried to like do my best to promote this app as a self-healing app and all that, but I'm very good at creating, but not so much at the business side of things. Like, you know, I have to go to school and learn it. So I kind of put the app on hold, and it wasn't until after COVID, I messaged one of my friends and said to her, do you want to start a business with me? And she's like, okay. This was the beginning of last year. And she's like, what are we going to do? And I said, why don't we do listening therapy online, like how me and you are now? And people just book to be listened to. And she's like, why? And I said, because there's so much power in just being listened to, you know, and knowing that that person's not going to give you their opinion. They're not going to tell you what to do. They're literally just listening. And she's like, okay. So we started booking clients and charging a small fee to listen to them for a half an hour or 1 hour. And it didn't sit right with me because it was missing the essence of why and how I used it 4 years prior when I was going through my divorce. So I locked myself up in this house for 3 days, and I just wrote out every single idea onto paper, trying to find what was like the soul of our Asimia, what was missing. And the end of the 3 days, it just presented itself on the paper, and it was that Asimia has to be for the immediate relief from distress. So it needs to be immediate listening therapy, not waiting 1 week or 1 day, because when someone's in distress, you know, they don't have time to wait, you know, so they need attention straight away. So it had to be immediate relief. It had to have a signal code, like a bat signal, for them to get in touch with me. So I have implemented SOS. You know what SOS stands for?
Well, yes, in UK it's the same, I guess. So basically, if there's an emergency.
Yeah. So it means save our souls. Save our soul. So that is the calling card for our Samia. So, for example, if you are starting to have a panic attack and you would just message SOS to Samia, we will ring you straight away and just give you that instant relief of listening.
Yeah, I had that before, and I'm remembering an experience. You know, when I was in hospital, and the doctor said I was going to die, but nothing happened. I was alive. um, it was it was long it was long time ago, but you know I can't forget it.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, that was quite a sad thing you went through, and I can't believe you went through that.
Oh, it's life.
But you're really strong, and so how did you? Let me ask you this: how did you build all the strength that you have now? Like going through all that, how did you manage to build the strength that you have? Is that
With
too hard to
no, it's a beautiful question. Effort. Like I crave beauty like a human being craves cake. You know what I mean? Like beauty to me is the most beautiful thing in the world, and I crave it like, and especially for myself, I feel like I've been trying to find the essence of what makes me beautiful for a very long time. So that means that I don't stop trying to grow.
I see. This morning that you actually worked hard for this podcast, and I appreciate it.
Ah, that's what I do.
It shows that you don't. Every woman is great, and everyone is great. Not only women, men and women,
Yeah,
because they all have a great something great about them. I'm
absolutely.
gonna I'm gonna be quite honest here. I'm have a lot of problems, and um, and I've never thought of saying this on the podcast, but I sometimes get upset from my home. And there was a time where I just had enough, and I grabbed a knife and I almost killed myself. But you know what stopped me? It stopped me um, because I knew that if I end my life, nothing will happen. I'll just hurt myself. But there was a few times where I grabbed a knife and I said I had enough. But you know what it is? This podcast, this podcast really makes me happy, and like having people like speak speak to like you, very honestly, has been great. I mean, wow, hearing your story really got me today.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. You're
Yeah,
amazing. You have pushed me into a new level of thinking in the like 30 minutes that I've been speaking to you. Like, it's the most beautiful thing to be given your humility back to you on a platter. And that's exactly what you did when I first started speaking to you. So I just want to thank you for that. And I appreciate it a lot.
that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help people as much as I can, and yeah, I think you'll be inspiring to help children. You know,
Yeah.
children. So would you tell me a bit to make this bit, to make this a bit more alive? So would you tell me a bit more about your plans, about like your business and stuff like that?
I would love to. Okay, so I have my makeup business as a professional makeup artist. I'm currently working on a Samia, and she's actually, from what I've told you, she's actually expanded a whole lot more, which is really beautiful. And I'm working with this lovely girl on her every Friday night. So, and I've also, for the past 10 years, I've wanted to be one of the world's greatest fashion designers. And I've been working with a man, like online, and he's a business coach. His name is Muhammad, and he's been coaching me into bringing this dream into now instead of always dreaming it, because I've been designing dresses and clothes in my mind for like over 10 years. So I've started drawing them and created you know, my socials for this business, and the name, her name is Dol, and Dol means dreams of long lasting. So that's my third business that I'm working on. And when these three businesses are up and running and they are multi-billion-dollar businesses, I will then create Angel. And Angel is like,
Oh, I've wondered what that was. Why you called it Angel?
Angel is my last business that I will ever create on earth. So Angel will be safe houses all around the world for abandoned children, and women and refugees and men, anyone who needs a safe place to be, basically. And Angel will be, you know, she'll just be safe houses. She will have the best teachers, the best scientists, the best AI, the best of every single capacity of human professionalism. She will have it, and you know, she will just house these homeless people or abandoned, orphan, until they are strong enough and ready to leave and, you know, go out and live in the world again. So I need these three companies, Dole, Asimia, and Malak Rose Beauty, to really be amazing in order to hold Angel up, because they will fund her, and she is my ultimate dream on this earth.
I couldn't hear. What is the Angel again? I couldn't quite hear that bit.
Angel is safe houses around the world.
Safe house. Did you
Yeah.
say house?
Safe houses.
Yeah, I know.
So she will be like huge glass domes and just there for people who don't have anywhere to go, basically.
Wow. Like, it reminded me, you know, when I was about to get chucked in a place, as I told you. You're doing a great thing. What you do. So you want to set up a mental health group, is that right? Or app?
Platform.
You want to set up an app?
No, a platform.
A platform. So
Yeah.
what do you mean when you say platform?
A program, a system.
Cool. And if you don't mind me asking, how you plan for that to work?
So you have the first part that I told you about, that SOS for immediate relief of distress. Yeah, and then the listening, and let me just point out, this is free. Will always be free to the public, okay? They will never pay to be listened to. The
Well, I signed
listening,
up. I signed up to your survey.
yeah, I saw that. Thank you. And guys, if you're listening, there will be a survey wherever this podcast goes, and it's just some research that we're doing for academia.
Do you mind if we put it underneath the video, the link?
No, please. I need it to go everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to see how this program of yours is going to work. Are you also thinking, I know this is not on your topic, but I think, personally, I think you should set up a mental health group as well. And I can help you do that. For young people, I think young people is the most affected with that situation. So I don't know what your thoughts with that is, but I can help you. I can help you set up your own group if you like.
Okay.
Starting
I would
next
love.
week. So yeah, I don't know what your thoughts on that, but I'll leave you to think about that. And
Okay.
but yeah, hearing your story today has been really good and very touching. So would you tell us a bit about what else you do? Do you have anything else you do, or is that your main things you do? Like, I mean, how did you actually start? You know, I know you told me your story, but how did you start? Like, oh, I wanted to do something with makeup. I wanted to. Is that your main story? How you started?
No. So makeup. My mother bought me my first makeup palette when I was 7 years old.
Yep.
And I just started doing my makeup every day, and I had never stopped since I was 7 years old.
What? How did you start? Like from 7? You just started like that. You had
Yeah.
You studied makeup.
Well, the only like thing that I used to see of, you know, childhood beauty was Barbie. So I used to recreate all of her looks, but on myself.
Have you ever done celebrity?
Have I ever done a celebrity? Yes, many.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good. So this is your first ever podcast, and
It is.
I'm very lucky to be one of the first people to actually interview you. How did you find this podcast today?
I loved it. It's nice to finally speak about what I'm doing to someone other than my own social media platforms, because I do believe that what I'm creating will help a lot of people. So it's nice to have the word spread further than what I can do. So yeah, I appreciate that a lot.
And how can people find you? I didn't ask you that.
They can find me at Malak Rose on Facebook. I think I'm also sending you all of my social media looks. I have a YouTube channel.
I saw you.
Yeah, it's only new. I mean, it's only like 11 days old, so.
I gave a sub as well.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just thinking what else to ask you. I think you covered it all with your story, but I don't know if you want to mention what your future plans is, your goals and everything.
My goals is just to become a better version of myself and get these businesses off the ground and running so that I can start working on Angel.
Yeah, I really like your plans. Um, I've run out of things to ask you because I think you covered it all.
Yeah.
But, but I would like to invite you to become a host officially.
Really? Why?
You did a really good job with explaining your experience, and I think you have a great. Before I actually explain about this, why do you think this is beneficial for young people today?
You mean this podcast or podcasts in general?
Why do you think hearing this message for young people today is important?
And I want young people to not only dream, but to live their dreams. Like they can be doing things now. You might have a dream for the future, but you can start building on it now. And not only does it help build your dream, but it helps build your mind and your soul and everything else. So I love to inspire young people, especially, and to be a really light guidance for them because, yeah, I've been there, I've done it all, and I know what not to do. So I can show them what not to do the right way.
I know you had a bad experience, from before, but I don't know how to ask this question, but I wonder if you can give any advice to young people if they're going through the same situation that you went through, like bullying. What advice would you give to young people going through? I don't want to make you too upset to remember your.
No. I'm totally over it now, but I was bullied and I wish I knew how powerful I was back then because I wouldn't have accepted it. I wouldn't have let it affect me. So realizing that you were born a powerful human being is really helps you just not you build a thick skin so nothing can penetrate into your heart, basically.
Yeah. So, what are your goals before I ask you, and what's your message, your final message?
My goals is just to keep developing myself and to bring my businesses to life. And my greatest quote of all time is by Whitney Houston, and it is,
Oh, I love Whitney Houston. If you can get her for me.
yeah, it's her song. Learning to love yourself is the greatest gift of all. Like that is how nothing can bring you down when you love yourself completely.
Yeah, that's a really good message. I forgot what I was going. Oh, now here's the fun part. This is your moment now.
Okay.
I personally want to invite you to become host. And also, I would like to work with you in helping you with your program. So, would you like that opportunity to go ahead?
Yes, of course. I would love that.
So, what we're going to do after this podcast, if you have a little bit of time, I'll show you how this podcast works and the exact words used, and then we'll go from there. Then you can start helping me find people. Then me and you will be together on a podcast, and then we'll interview them together. Is that a great
That
opportunity
sounds
for you?
wonderful.
And also, regarding your program, I'm going to help you set up a program and your own mental health group. So what I would ask from you, if you could start creating a poster, if we arrange a time for the group to happen, and then we'll begin, hopefully, if we get it all done, maybe next week. And also, I would like to give you one more opportunity to meet my manager, and you explain your story again to him, and then we'll go from there. So would you like that opportunity?
Tarek, you're a sweetheart. I would love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so thank you for joining me today. This is Tarek's Community Podcast, and goodbye.
Hi guys, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to do more of what you love and head over to our website www.queensalleybeauty.school to take part in our makeup masterclasses. Bye.